Hello Aries, how are you? My name is Colleen, I'm the Creative Gypsy. My website is thecreativegypsy.net. If you would like a private reading, you can go there. I'm offering throughout the month of December, 50% of your purchase will be donated to a charity of your choosing, so check that out. This is a general reading for the month of December 2017 for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How are you, Aries? We are in the very beginning of the month. We're getting right into Mercury retrograde. This card is like, doesn't want to go in the deck, so I'm pulling it right out. Mercury retrograde, December 2nd through the 23rd. Pretty much the whole month of December. And then the December 3rd, the day after Mercury retrograde starts, we have the full moon in Gemini. Gemini is all about communication. Mercury retrograde is all about communication, screwing up communication, pretty much. So there's going to be a little bit of an issue there as far as expressing yourself authentically as far as that goes. So just being cautious of the words that you choose and the way that you express yourself. Maybe finding different outlets of expression instead of just verbally. Going to creative outlets through art or music or drawing or dance. So I'm pulling out 3 cards for each week of December. So we are going to be looking at 12 cards, 12 tarot cards in total from the Wildwood Tarot. And then I'm also going to be pulling 2 cards from the Nature's Whispers Oracle card deck. I'm going to be pulling 2 cards from that. One is for the theme and one is for your challenge. So it's kind of like a summary of what we can be expecting this reading to be about. Or you can think of it as like the exclamation point at the end of the sentence. So I'm just tuning into your energy, Aries. And whoa. What are you waiting for is the question that is coming to my mind. What are you waiting for? Is there something that you want to move forward with but are hesitating on? What is it that you're waiting for? So keeping that in mind this month. But also understanding that with Mercury retrograde, we really want to make sure we're not making extreme decisions during this time. Because you may find that after you have made whatever decisions during this time, you may have to go back to the drawing board. Try to avoid signing any contracts if possible. But if you have to, then, you know, just keep in mind that you may have to review it again, or just making sure that you're reading the fine print carefully if you have to. All right. So last month we had talked about the question. The question last month was, what are you so afraid of? And now the question this month is, what are you waiting for? So I definitely feel like there's been a hesitation in the last 2 months. So let's see what happens for this month. Come on, guides. does Aries need to know for the month of December? There we go. And I'm going to be pulling 2 cards from the Oracle deck. What does Aries need to know? There it is. Ah. Well, there it is. And the challenge. Okay. The theme for this month: amplify your emotions. Amplify your positive emotions. So, what are you putting your energy towards? All the negative things that are occurring in your life, or all of the positive things that are occurring in your life? So really checking in with that question throughout this month. What are you putting your energy towards? Like, the amount, is it balanced? Are you putting a lot of more time and energy towards focusing on things that are not working for you? Or, you know, or are you coming at everything from a positive, high vibrational place? Your challenge this month is catch your breath. So, are you breathing? Are you alive? Understanding that there's a time for everything. So understanding the ebb and flow of life, where things, you know, if things start feeling rushed right now, you need the pause. You need to allow and honor your need for pause throughout this month, and taking care of yourself throughout it. Really making sure that you are breathing. So deep breaths are the key to cleansing this month. So let's see here. We're going to get right into your reading. Okay, so the first week of the month, there is an inability to make a decision because there is an imbalance going on in your life. There's 2 different paths that you can take moving forward. But this is in reverse. So let me tell you what the cards are. I have 3 of bows, which is wands, in reverse. 7 of bows, 7 of wands, upright. And Knight of arrows. So this wanting to move forward, but there's something blocking your path. But there's a potential to move forward with something, but you are hesitating because you're not clearing away everything else that does not serve you. So you are not able to make a decision on how to move forward because you haven't cleared away what's behind you completely. You're not completely past it. So it's like you're facing, we've got the 7 of bows clearance. So there's all these bows that have yet to be turned into something that can be or let me think here. So there's all these things that you have dealt with in your past, but there's still one thing left that you have to deal with, or two things. And so you're facing it now, and that's putting the block, like it's like there's a construction site or something on your path right now that you need to be working on. You need to join in the construction, in the demolishing, so that you can rebuild and then move forward on your path. So looking at things from a higher perspective is the key for the first week here. So clearing away what no longer serves you is going to clear the path. Dealing with all the blocks, clearing those blocks away. So I'm wondering if maybe it could be an energetic block in your chakras, because there is the symbol for balance on this person's cloak. There is an imbalance, and I believe it's in your chakras. An energetic imbalance that you need to clear away, and that will clear the path. And then you'll be able to see things for what they are from there. Second week, we have balance. We have the mirror. And we have a page of vessels, page of cups. So the first week is realizing that you still have things to clear away. But in order to do that, you need to get yourself balanced. So that is the key to this, the second week in this month, is getting yourself balanced and seeing things from a different perspective. Getting yourself balanced will help you to see things. It's like saying the same thing again. Will help you to see things from a different perspective, but also understanding that things need to die. There's things that need to die and be buried and move on from, so that you can transition so that you can transition forward with something new. And I feel like this is all tying to the full moon in Gemini. You're going to realize with the full moon that there's something that you have not fully cleared away, and where you need to work with that energy of expressing and releasing that emotion completely. So it's getting yourself balanced so that you can let the past be in the past and not live in it, and so that you can transition into this next phase. We have in the third week, we have the moon on water. Six of Stones, exploitation. And the Great Bear in reverse. So there is the potential for a gateway happening here for you. There's the potential. But you have to, it's all about your perspective in the process. Not getting wrapped up in what used to be. Not holding on to things that no longer serve you. You have to let it go. And you may feel extra emotional in the third week, which is right around like the holidays, solstice, Christmas, and I believe Hanukkah. So getting around the holidays, it may be tied to family stuff. Not 100% sure, but there's a possibility for something in regarding to family that is coming up and creating emotions within you. So it's like, if you have not fully worked on clearing in the first 2 weeks, it's going to come back to haunt you in the third week, basically. And you're going to start looking at things like from a sense of lack, and like what can I get out of this? Like looking at it from a very selfish perspective, because you're so emotional at the time, and what about me? What about me? What about me? You know, a very victimized approach is occurring. So that, and because of that, it's preventing you from transitioning into the next chapter. So how do we get through this gateway? You have to, it's like any bridge that you come across. You have to, well, not any bridge, but a lot of those larger bridges that you need to cross through, you have to pay a toll. So this is what it's all about. You need to pay the toll in order to transition, in order to move on to the next chapter of your life. So what is it that you are paying with? You're paying with your gratitude and your appreciation for everything that you have gained in your life at this point moving forward. So when you come from a place of gratitude and appreciation, that's going to help to raise your, amplify your positive emotions and raise your vibration, so that you can start, you know, you become a magnet for everything that you do actually want in your life. And it will help to make things easier to release in the process. So then when you are faced with a challenge in the last week of the month of December, if you pay the toll for this transition with your gratitude, this challenge will not seem so extreme or won't feel as big as you think that it is, basically. Or the challenge coming up is taking accountability for the part that you have played in the life that you've created for yourself. And that will, when you accept the part that you've played in the process, then it will help you to transition to the next phase of your life. And definitely it will help you to be more present as well. So there's this wanting to balance, wanting to clear away and look at things from a different perspective. And then it's almost like there's things, because I think it's because of Mercury retrograde, this it's like you're redoing things over and over again each week. Like you're attempting to balance your energy, to clear things away, and you get a little glimpse of a different perspective, and then you know, and then you need to get yourself rebalanced again, so you can look at things from a different perspective, and then you're realizing that this is you're transitioning, you're shifting through something, and through the shift, the emotions come up, and then you start feeling victimized in the process, and that's when you start to become out of balance, and you can't pass through. So we need to making sure throughout the month you're catching your breath and getting yourself recentered, so that you can easily transition through this gateway and pay the toll, so that you can accept that whatever's going I didn't show you the cards in the last week of the month. We have 2 of stones, 2 of pentacles, and we have the Woodward in reverse, which is the Justice card, and then we have 8 of bows, which is 8 of wands, the hearth fire. So it's saying like there's going to be some kind of challenge between you and another person, where it's not going to ease up until once you take accountability for your part in this challenge. You will, from there, there will be like a camaraderie from there, and you'll feel reconnected with the people around you, and you'll feel more present, because you're not feeling disconnected from the situation, and understanding that you're a part of it. You're a part of this issue. So I feel like that is the way that you transition. So that's how you pay the toll. Getting yourself out of this victim energy by staying balanced throughout the month, keeping or making sure that you keep catching your breath throughout the month and getting yourself recentered and recentered and recentered, so that when the gateway comes, you can accept the challenge that you're faced with at the end of the month, and this card is a call to action, and it's a call to action to accept the part that you've played and to change the way you play the part from there. So that's your reading, Aries. Just making sure you are staying balanced throughout the month. So how do you stay balanced? Is through breath work. Breath work. Look up some stuff on YouTube. Definitely, I would actually work with some Kundalini energy. Kundalini breath work would be a great way of releasing the stuff that you're trying to hold on to, because you got to clear it away. A lot of breathing stuff, paying attention to your lungs throughout this month, taking care of the air that you're breathing, and opening the windows every once in a while, letting in the fresh air, getting fresh air. Stepping away from situations to get a breath of fresh air if you find yourself caught in the middle of something dramatic. Taking the time to pause and stepping away and just getting some fresh air will help immensely throughout this month. So Kundalini breathing work is the key, and making sure you're doing it at least every other day, I would say. If not, at least once a week, the beginning of each week. I would do it the beginning, the middle, and then the end, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every week. Would be the best way to get yourself to work through this in the most it'll be the most gentle transition if you allow yourself to clear it away. And the breath work will help you to, when things start getting negative, it'll help you to, release it easier. So you can, and staying in this positive emotion through your gratitude, through every night, or every morning when you wake up, writing down everything that you're grateful for would be also a great way to remind yourself of what really matters in life. So that's your reading, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can follow me on Instagram at The Creative Gypsy. You can go to my website and order private readings. For the month of December, I am offering 50% of all purchases will be donated to a charity of your choosing. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year. I can't wait to see where this takes you in 2018. Take care.